Welcome to some random gibberish, rant, ramble, whatever you want to call it, about what happened on March the 25th episode of Raw with Cody Rhodes and The Rock, the cinematic beatdown in a rainy backstage parking lot brawl, whatever you want to call it. The key figures, first of all, responsible, we'll talk about the article that I read here, was actually all Triple H, The Rock, and Cody Rhodes. Those were the three key figures in this here. And in case you're wondering, that wasn't Heinz Ketchup. That was Cody Rhodes' head that was actually busted open. Now, whether or not that was supposed to be done on purpose, I don't know. But the main question a lot of people have been asking themselves was, did The Rock go too far? Even WWE on Fox, Twitter's account, ask such thing on X. I still call it Twitter because if you go to X, it says twitter.com. I name websites after what their name is in the URL. Like this is Ringside News. I'm going to call it Ringside News regardless of what else it may say here. I don't think it went too far. I think it was beautiful. It told a story. And there was a little bit of shock, but only because you're not used to seeing and or hearing some of the things that were said that were bleeped. Like, for instance, The Rock really did drop an F-bomb when he said, this is what happens when you fuck with the final boss. Like, he literally did say that. And then CM Punk earlier in the night called a couple of people some dipshits, where Drew McIntyre had to remind him that this is PG. I don't care. Maybe we're changing the definition of PG. It's not like we were watching a Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci movie here where there's an F-bomb every 3 seconds, right? I find profanity really does something when it's used properly and not excessively. This was not excessive whatsoever. This is your boy, huh? Now that was excessive, but whatever. When you get mad and you get into a fight, I remember sometimes in high school, I would do something like that. Like, hey, you think you're tough now? You think you're and I would just keep repeating the same thing over and over as you're laying an ass whooping on somebody. So that, to me, was actually kind of believable. Because in that mindset, in that moment, you could be doing that. You're just like, you're in one track, you're thinking one thing. I loved it. The whole rain thing, the sunglasses, he really did look like a boss. I felt like Little Mac from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out facing Mike Tyson, and when you're not ready, you got one punch and you're done. You're over. It's done. I would have liked to have seen a little bit of defense on the part of Cody Rhodes. Something, but we didn't see it. Whatever. And in this shot here, this was actually where they were at the railing. I thought he was going to dump his ass because they made a point with the camera, didn't they? To overlook and show you how deep it was. And they've done stuff like that before, back in the Attitude Era. Now, I don't know if this is going to be called officially the Dark Renaissance Era. I'm not too sure, but whatever this is, as of late, I am on board. I really, really am. I've never liked, and I never will, excuse me, have fond memories, believe it or not, of the divas and the stupid things that they used to do to them back in the day. Sure, these might have appreciated it, but ultimately, that's not why I was tuning into wrestling. Excuse me, that's just not why. Let me have a sip here of my trusty Diet Pepsi. Another thing I have in common with Phil, because I'm Phil. We're both Scorpios, CM Punk that is. The same age, same year. Obviously, if we're the same age. Anyhow, back to Cody and The Rock. So to me, this was beautiful. It also did another thing, didn't it? And that's what I want to end up with in this video. Is did this remove any doubts that he was truly on Roman Reigns' side? Because if you really think about it now, I thought for sure that they were in on it from the get-go, where they're together, he pretends to be on The Rock's side, this, that, and the other thing. Or could this be the ultimate swerve where Cody was willing to go to such great lengths of sacrifice in order to have Roman Reigns never, ever, ever having an inkling of doubt in his mind that The Rock is on his side, because look at the ass whooping he just laid out to him. There's no way. But if it means achieving the ultimate goal, which is being able to finish the story, not with outside interference of The Rock turning on Roman Reigns, but more so The Rock turning on Roman Reigns and the bloodline as a whole, to make sure that it's a fair fight so that Cody has an even playing field at winning on night 2 of WrestleMania, that would be like the ultimate sacrifice, where they could be like, look, this was, decided and thought of from the very get-go. That would be like the swerve of the century of history in professional wrestling. There would be no other greater swerve. So to me, that was just amazing. So did they go too far? They didn't go too far. And if you think they went too far, like that one woman that was talking about her husband that said, we turned the channel, it was just too much, Rock went too far. No, your mama went too far when she hooked up with your daddy and they conceived you. Because clearly, should have been aborted. You see, that's how you cut a promo. In the heat, without giving it any thought. I don't know if it's going to age well, but I'm going to roll with it. I said what I said, and I mean it. I had a heel moment. I went heel mode for 5 seconds. Am I not allowed to do that? I'm having some fun here. Like I said, in all my years on YouTube, and I've only been on this channel for 1 year, this right here, not playing 2K24, no offense. I love the game. I love making content for it and just talking and having fun. But it's distracting, isn't it? Because I'm playing a game while I'm talking to the 3 people that watch me. This here is different. I'm looking at a picture. It's not distracting. I can just flap my gums 100 miles an hour and let my brain just go blah, 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 without giving it any thought. There's no scripting. There's no nothing. I'm not CM Punk on the microphone. I'm not Chris Jericho. I'm not The Rock. But I am me. I am Phil. So I'm halfway to CM Punk because we both share the same name, like I said. And I do have the same birthday as Macho Man Randy Savage, November 15th. Yeah. But again, as I always say, sadly for me, that's where the similarities end. Because I'm obviously not as successful as either of them. But anyhow, and I do have the same birthday as well as Chad Kroeger of Nickelback, the singer, November 15th. Yeah. Anyhow, that's it for this video. I just wanted to share with you that I'm liking whatever this is, this direction, this slightly edgier, oh my god, wow, I can't believe they said that or did that. And it wouldn't lose its luster if these things were to keep happening, so long as it's not every week to this degree per se. And again, with the profanity every 5 seconds. I mean, even AEW doesn't do that, I don't think. I mean, I do watch their show sometimes. So there. It makes it a little bit more real too, because it's also my understanding in closing, that allegedly, supposedly, rumor has it that some WWE superstars have a little bit more creative freedom when they're going off on the microphone. Could you imagine all the speeches that The Rock does, that Cody does, and all that, when they're talking for 20... You think he's got that narrated on a piece of paper? It's like this rant right here. How long has this been? Oh, only 8 minutes. Not as long as a Rock Instagram post, but still. There's no script, and sometimes in the heat of the moment, when the pressure is on, is when I do best, is when some of these superstars do best. So I'm really appreciating that, so that it feels more organic and less artificial. I'm just on board, and honestly, it's cool if you think it's too much. Go watch Sesame Street or something like that, okay? I went heel mode again. Thumbs up if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm, so they say, and trying to make me more relevant in search results, and people are looking shit up. I'm going to stop with all the cuss words, or I'm going to get this video taken down, and I won't be able to make my 50 cents on it. If you didn't like it, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off. Right? You'll get a solo Sakoan spike. Do I have to remind people what Sakoan means? Because it's Samoan spike by solo Sakoa. Even I had to think about it first. When you blend the two words Samoan, and Sakoa, it's Sakoan. Anyways, and if you want to subscribe, great. If not, I don't blame you. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.